The law is well settled that if a probationer does not satisfy the requirements of the employer, his services can be dispensed with by an order of discharge. But if in the order of discharge there is any imputation of misconduct which may have a bearing on the future employment of the probationer, an inquiry in the matter should be conducted and the probationer ought to be given an opportunity to defend himself. Though in the initial order of termination there is no imputation or any misconduct against the petitioner, in the subsequent order it has been elaborately recited that the foundation of the order of discharge is on account of financial irregularities committed by the petitioner. The subsequent order, which is now challenged, has the effect of casting a stigma on the petitioner, and therefore much persuasion is required for this court to hold that the authority should not have passed the order without affording a reasonable opportunity to the writ petitioner to defend himself of the charges leveled. Admittedly, no inquiry was held. That being the position, this court has no option but allow the writ petition and to interfere with the order dated 18/10/1999. The writ petitioner shall now be reinstated in service and the authority will be at liberty to initiate a fresh proceeding against him in accordance with law. The question of the entitlement of the writ petitioner to any back wages will be considered by the authority in accordance such norms as may be in force. Para. The question whether the termination of service is simpliciter or punitive has been examined in several cases. An order of termination simpliciter passed during the period of probation has been generating undying debate. The recent two decisions of this court, after survey of most of the earlier decisions touching the question observed as to when an order of termination can be treated as simpliciter and when it can be treated as punitive and when a stigma is said to be attached to an employee discharged during the period of probation. The learned counsel on either side referred to and relied on these decisions either in support of their respective contentions or to distinguish them for the purpose of application of the principles stated therein to the facts of the present case. After referring to various decisions, it was indicated as to when a simple order of termination is to be treated as founded on the allegations of misconduct and when complaints could be only as a motive for passing such a simple order of termination. Para. If findings were arrived at in an inquiry as to misconduct behind the back of the officer or without a regular departmental inquiry, the simple order of termination is to be treated as founded on the allegations and will be bad. But if the inquiry was not held, no findings were arrived at, and the employer was not inclined to conduct an inquiry. In such circumstances, the allegations would be a motive and not the foundation, and the simple order of termination would be valid. Over.